Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Red Dead Redemption. Recently, as in the last month, I decided to come back to the game and do a second run through it. Because I had never played Red Dead Redemption again after my original playthrough way back when in, 2010, when the game was new? It was either 2010 or 2011. And I knew Red Dead Redemption 2 was coming out next year. And during this summer of 2017, I had some downtime. I said, you know what, this would be a perfect opportunity for me to go back and to play Red Dead Redemption. All right. Perfect, right? So I did, and I really had a lot of fun playing the game. Now, while I was playing the game, I had probably 100 people, no lie, all ask me, are you going to play Undead Nightmare? Now, if you're not aware, Undead Nightmare is an expansion for Red Dead Redemption that was sold the same release year. It was actually, it was October, it was a few days before Halloween 2010 when it was released. And so it was cool because it was like, oh man, this Halloween-themed DLC, right? And zombies or whatever coming out for Red Dead Redemption. This will be pretty cool. What no one really realized was how good this DLC was going to be. I mean, this could be sold as a game by itself. And in fact, they did eventually sell Undead Nightmare as a disc game by itself because it was so good. I think just the amount of content, the DLC, I believe, if I remember correctly, has anywhere from like 6 to 7 hours of just story, but there's all this fun, really different kinds of side content. No, you're not playing poker with zombies. Instead, you're hunting down the 4 horses of the apocalypse and trying to catch and tame them. You're trying to find the Yeti out in the woods. You're trying to catch the Chupacabra. All kinds of cool stuff that's so different from the original game. Plus, it actually had multiplayer content that added to the game as well. So, Undead Nightmare, in all the years that I have done YouTube videos, so we're talking 9+ years, still I hold it up in regard as one of the best DLCs I've ever played in my entire life. And it's funny because it was one of the earliest ones that I actually ever did for YouTube. So the good news is, I actually have some extra time here. And I was like, you know what, why not? Let's do Undead Nightmare. I already own it because I bought it for the original game, so I didn't have to re-buy it. I just had to re-download it for this new edition of Red Dead Redemption that was updated for the Xbox One. So I'm excited, man. I'm very excited, and I hope that you guys are excited too. Let's check it out. Undead Nightmare, here we go. If ever there's been a macabre, like, DLC, right, of what-if stuff, this is it, man. This is a fucked-up DLC, for sure. Shout out to Mort, who did a $2 tip and said, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, Batman. Okay? And shout out to Rockstar, who did a 10-bit cheer. He says, I remember in your original Undead Nightmare playthrough, you set Bigfoot on fire. Yes, I remember that too. Here we go.
After months away, John Marston has returned to his loved ones.
Listen to this narrator.
To rebuild his ranch and win back the trust of his family. Marston awaits whatever life will throw at him. As he drives home one evening from an errand, he ponders whether a man can ever escape his past. He is a man who is ready for anything. Almost anything.
Almost. He's trying to be like Vincent Price. He's trying to be like a Vincent Price narration. It's great. So this is a what-if scenario where the end of Red Dead Redemption never happened. John is still with his family. Okay, so they never got killed by marshals or anything like that. Listen to this music. It's great. Yes, Undead Nightmare. Well, his wife's face hasn't improved.
Oh, damn.
Mother.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to say, damn this awful son I've raised with his highfalutin ways, and it's a shame that his mother swears like a sailor and sews like a blind man. Is that better, your lordship?
Much better, Mother dearest.
Oh, good. I'm so glad, my darling. When you've finished your university education and are far too good to even acknowledge my existence when we pass on the street, and you gently kick me aside and begging old crow out of the way with your highly polished boot.
There you go.
Well, think of me kindly, at least, will you, my son?
I'll try to, Mother. I'll think, that woman I just kicked, that used to be my dear old potty-mouth mom. Maybe I should bother to kick her harder.
Dear boy. Oh, I am so proud of you. Get off. Now, Father's here. Maybe he can beat some sense into you.
Something funny's going on out there. Damn dogs gone crazy and wolves howling and birds flying.
Well, it's just the storm, John.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Uncle make it back yet?
I thought he was with you, off drinking in the fields. I mean, working, as you call it
Uh-oh.
now.
He went into town a few hours ago after we busted that hammer working out in the meadow.
Well, he's probably holed up in some place of ill repute waiting for the passing of the storm.
I hope so.
Uh-oh.
Well, that old man could take care of himself.
Who's playing the organ?
No. Just a funny feeling I got.
You gone psychic, Paul?
Either that or I ate something funny. Knowing your mother's cooking seems more than likely.
Wow.
Well,
What a nice
talking
guy.
about food, who's ready for some poisoning?
Me, my darling. I am starving.
Rock started at temperatures.
What'd you
It sounds like
read?
the narrator from Tales from the Crypt. Now it's not the
Some
Crypt Keeper.
monsters.
Tell me about it.
It's kind of dumb.
That should suit me just fine.
Well, it's all about, in ancient times, how Aztec warriors worshiped the sun. But during full moons, some of them worship the moon instead.
What a bunch of zany
And upset the
Aztecs.
equilibrium of things. So anyway, what it involves is there's this one guy, and he goes out in search of.
John zones out, completely ignores his son. He's like, damn, my son is such a pussyfooting bitch. Always talking about this smart aleck stuff, left and right. I really wish I didn't have to listen to anything he said. I'll just zone out now. Oh,
So anyways, since there ain't no cure, the brave man has to kill everybody. Which is...
Absolutely disgusting and completely unbelievable. It's getting late. Guess we're not gonna see Uncle till morning.
Come on then, Abigail. Jack, get yourself to bed, boy. Try to get some sleep.
Ain't you worried about Uncle?
Sure, but he'll have to wait till morning just like any other man would in his shoes. Night, son. Don't stay up reading too late.
son, try to, grow some balls overnight. Maybe your balls will drop and you'll actually be a man in the morning. We'll see. Maybe you'll actually grow some hair on your face. Ooh. Whoa! After a rough night of fucking, you wake up to this, you're like, oh,
Hey, old
shit.
man, you don't look so good. What is going on? What the hell is wrong with you, crazy old bastard?
Where you going? Where you going?
To get my gun.
Oh. Oh.
God damn it.
Where do you leave his gun? Left it all the way outside? Left it in the shed. Probably not a good place to keep your gun, I'm just saying. Way outside. Oh my god! Fucking woke up. Oh no. That's it for her.
Go! You dumb son of a bitch! Stop!
It's too late for her.
Ma! Are you alright?
Now she got bit. Oh shit. Warhorse unlocked. So I got the DLC horse already for this.
He's out of his
Golden guns unlocked. She got bit? Yeah, she's holding her neck. She got bit. If I don't want to do this. Oh, fuck.
You gone too far this time.
That was brutal. That was fucking brutal, dude. Oh. That's how you kill a zombie.
Can't believe I had to kill that poor bastard. Well. You okay, darling? You okay?
Fuck.
Abigail. Abigail.
I don't feel so great.
She's turning.
Jack! Get out here! Now!
Good Lord, what's happened? Mama?
Careful, boy.
Mama?
Oh, yeah.
Stay right there, the pair of you. Don't make me no widower now.
There'll be zombies when you get back. No worries, John. This is such a fucked up DLC. Within the first 5 minutes, everyone gets turned. It's so fucked up. Oh, look at her running.
Sorry, darling. It's for your own good.
All right. Oh, here it comes. Oh my god.
What's that old fool done to you?
Hog tie your family. An old Western pastime. All right. Haha. Black Mage C-Type did a 10-bit cheer. He says, now the only university that will accept Jack is Zombie U. Well, they're fucked. By the way, I got an anonymous $1.30 tip. He says, nice union suit there, John.
I don't know what the hell's gotten into you sick, crazy bastards or what else was done to you, but I'm going to get help. Stay calm.
Yeah, help.
As calm as you can, seeing as both of you seem to have gotten a little excited. Probably just a fever. Jack, be kind to your mother. Abigail, teach the boy right from wrong. Both of you. Stop biting chunks out of people. Be back as soon as I can.
Well, you gotta realize the time frame reference here, okay? If this really did happen in the Wild West, there were... Oh, God. Another zombie.
Guess I best go find me a doctor in town.
There were no references to zombies like this at all. In fact, the truth of the matter is, and I actually was talking about this the other day on Twitter, until George A. Romero, the legendary movie maker and director, started making films like Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead, there weren't even any movies or lore that had zombies in the context of like lumbering, mindless cannibals. Instead, zombies were actually seen as slaves. What would happen is, for example, in a movie like Dracula would use his mind control hypnosis powers to control women, and the women would walk around as his slaves, and they were considered zombies. That's what a zombie was. Or in voodoo magic, okay? Voodoo magic, like a voodoo shaman, would use his magic to control people and make them his mindless slaves, and those were considered zombies. So this kind of zombie wasn't popular or even well known until like 30, 40 years ago. So if something like this actually happened in the time of John Marston, he would have no frame of reference. If anything, you have to think, he would maybe think maybe they have rabies or something, because rabies actually is a sickness that if you contract it, that you like lose control and you do violent things. So maybe that's what he thinks is going on, right? So he wouldn't know. Now, the question is, where the hell is my horse? I don't have a horse. Here we go. By the way, I got a couple shout-outs to give as we head into town. Let me set on my map here, the waypoint. So here's the map for Undead Nightmare. As you can see, it is the regular map of the game, which is another cool thing about it, is that almost the entire map, all the stuff that you did in the main game of Red Dead Redemption is available in the DLC, and I really like that about it, okay? But, that being said, a couple shout-outs. A shout-out to Golden Culture, the 50-bit cheer. Earlier we were talking about 80s and 90s stuff in the stream chat. He said Derek was remembering Friends and had a good theme song. Yes, I remember Friends. I watched a lot of that show, too. And Kushiyakatori did a 10-bit cheer, and he says that he liked talking about non-game stuff, about stuff from the 80s and the 90s. Well, that was good for pre-stream, but now we're talking zombies. So, and by the way, rest in peace to George A. Romero. Like I said, legendary filmmaker and director. He just passed away recently. His legacy will not be forgotten, considering we have things like this game to remember him by, right? I mean, directly his influence lays in upon things like this, which is awesome. Okay.